Hello everyone, welcome to the NAU campus tour. My name is Joshua. I'm a master's student over here. Let's begin the tour where you'll spend most of your time here on campus. The University Union. Classes start here, study breaks happen here, random let's grab food texts turn into a 2-hour conversation here. This whole space has a mix of options, so you're not stuck with one dining hall menu every day. For example, we have Einstein Bagels, Chick-fil-A, Mountain Burgers, Matador, Cabrizo, Lemongrass, Jamba Juice, and many more. And then places like the hotspot for all-you-can-eat dining and grab-to-go counters where you've got 5 minutes between classes and 0 patients. The dining hall themselves rotate menus pretty often. You'll usually find different stations, hot meals, vegetarian options, comfort food, salads, international dishes. This is also kind of the unofficial social hub. If you don't know where your friends are, check here first. 9 times out of 10, they're somewhere in this building. You'll see everything happening at once. People studying, clubs meeting, someone cramming before an exam, someone absolutely not studying at all. There's also a lot of places to just sit and work. Tables, booths, and outlets everywhere. So even if you're not eating, it's still a good spot to get stuff done in between classes without walking all the way back to your dorm. This is the kind of place that slowly becomes routine without you even realizing it. Morning coffee, lunch with classmates. So when people talk about campus life, this is what they mean. Eating, running into people, just chit-chatting, being here. So this basically becomes your spot. This is Client Library. If you're on campus long enough, you'll eventually end up over here. This is basically the place where you want to go when you want to get something done. The second you walk in, everything gets quiet, which is kind of the point. There's a lot more space than people expect. Big tables, individual desks, and outlets everywhere. You can spread out without feeling cramped, which is surprisingly important when you've got 3 assignments and no patience. Some floors are really quiet, like don't even crinkle a snack wrapper quiet. If you need serious focus, this is where you hide from the world for a few hours. And then there are group rooms where you can book if you're working on a project or a presentation. Other than being able to rent out rooms for studies, either as a group or as an individual, maybe you guys want to start a podcast, maybe you want to do a voiceover, like I'm doing right now. Here, welcome to the production room, one of the few rooms you're able to rent out here at the library. Welcome to the One Button Studio, one of the other rooms you could rent out here at the library. Maybe you want to create a vlog or a YouTube project. Here, we have the perfect place to do that. Or maybe you just want to have fun, maybe play some video games or create something in VR. As you can see, all can be done here at the VR studio. There are also computers, printing, scanning, tech help, and other practical stuff. And yeah, there are still actual books, a lot of them. Not everyone uses them, but when you need a specific resource or just a quiet corner to read, they're here. This place becomes part of your routine. You come here between classes, before exams, during finals week when everyone's suddenly remembering their students. And for international students especially, this is a good neutral space. No pressure, no noise, just somewhere to sit, focus, and breathe a bit. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. So this is Climb, a place to focus, to study, and just to breathe. When people picture college, they usually picture this. Welcome to Campus Heights. These are where most first year and many international students live when they first get to NAU. And honestly, this is where your day usually starts and ends. At first, it just feels like a building with a lot of doors. But after a few weeks, you start recognizing everything. Your floor, your neighbor, the random whiteboard messages, the person who always cooks at midnight. You start knowing who's who without even trying. And this is a pretty typical dorm room. A bed, desk, closet, and some storage. But you make it yours pretty fast. Photos, snacks from home, maybe a flag, maybe too many blankets. After a while, it stops feeling temporary. This is where you study and where you don't feel like walking to the library. When you FaceTime family back home, when you crash after a long day, and most of the real life stuff happens here. If you have a roommate, that's a whole experience on its own. So yeah, at the end of the day, this becomes your recent point basically. And you know, after a while, I think I'd love to say that your dorm feels more like your home. If you're coming to NAU from another country, this building back here becomes one of the more important buildings that you'd visit. Welcome to the International Pavilion. This is where most of the international student events happen. Workshops, cultural nights, meetups, and orientation stuff. But honestly, most days it's just people being here. You'll see people studying, hanging out between classes, or just talking. Sometimes it may be quiet, and sometimes there may be like 6 languages happening all at once. And somehow everyone understands each other anyways. It's also a good place to work. If the library feels too far and too quiet, and the dining hall feels too loud, this is kind of the middle ground, calm but still social. And it's nice being around people who get what it's like to move far away from home. You don't have to explain anything. During events, it changes completely. Food from different countries, music, performances, games. It gets loud and crowded in the best way possible. It's one of those nights where you look around and realize how many different places everyone comes from. And it makes the campus feel bigger than just one small town in Arizona. But even on regular days, this place matters. If you're feeling homesick or overwhelmed, this is usually where you'd end up. And you almost always run into someone you know. Check. So yeah, it's a place where international students can breathe a little, meet people, and feel like they belong here. And honestly, that's more important than any big campus building. Welcome to the Health and Learning Center, a place that's basically a mix of everything. You have your health services, wellness resources, and recreation all in one place. So instead of running around campus for each one, it's just here all in one place in this big building. If you're sick, need a checkup, or just don't feel right, you can come here and talk to the medical staff. For international students especially, having something on campus makes this way less stressful. There are also wellness and counseling resources, because college isn't just physically tiring. Sometimes it's a lot mentally. Having someone to talk to or just knowing that support exists makes a big difference than people expect. And then there's my favorite side, the recreation side of the building. Gym spaces, cardio equipment, weights, courts. You don't have to be super athletic or anything. Most people just come here to move around, clear their head, or de-stress after classes. Some people just play pickup games. Some just walk the track with headphones on. It's less about training and more about just not feeling stuck at your desk all day, which honestly helps more than you think. This place kind of keeps everything balanced. You study hard, but you also take care of yourself. Eat, sleep, move, repeat. And when you're far, far from home, having support nearby matters even more. You don't want to deal with health stuff alone in a new country, and you don't have to. Knowing this is here just makes life easier. When you're overwhelmed, tired, or just need a reset, this is the building you're glad exists.